Okay, Raw this week was from London, and I have no idea who R-Truth pissed off. Seriously. To begin it with him celebrating was great. I was looking forward to seeing him going to being a main event of the pay-per-view again. For the title. And then Morrison comes out and it's kind of runs him down. About, oh, you're such great shape. Why are you drinking water when John Cena came into the ring? I know that you're a smoker. Which then goads him into having a match for his number one contendership. Which, of course, Morrison wins. So now it's Cena, Morrison, and Miz at Extreme Rules. Okay. Then after R-Truth loses, he goes on his mild heel rampage, which also involves him grabbing a cigarette, smoking. While the crowd's chanting, "That's illegal," to smoke indoors. It was bizarre, but it kind of makes sense. If you make R-Truth become a heel and toss him over to SmackDown, I think he'd become pretty good, mid-card enhancement talent. As opposed to being enhancement talent for heels. It works. You have more faces when you're building up, so you turn him heel. That was the opening. A really bizarre, kind of weak opening. The match between whichever Bella's not champion and Eve was lackluster, to say the very least. Eve went for a baseball slide, didn't go far enough to hit the ring post. Other Bella tried to slam Eve's leg across the top of the apron, and it just didn't look good at all. She did it wrong. The other half of the women's division was another thing for Awesome Kong, or Karma. This time she tore the legs off of what looked like a brunette Asian. So I guess she's going after Gail Kim. So far, tore the head off of a blonde doll, which makes me think Kelly Kelly. And now a brunette Asian, makes me think she could rip the legs off of Gail Kim. Okay, could be interesting. Then the match between Sin Cara and Alex Riley became a match with John Cena and Sin Cara versus Alex Riley and The Miz. Decent match, solid match. Thought it worked pretty well. Sin Cara kind of overshot his springboard moonsault, but Morrison almost always overshoots the Starship Pain, but it's still a very impressive move. And it looked pretty good. Not as good as he took on Primo, because I guess he's taking people who probably don't know how to take all the moves that he has in his arsenal, but all in all, not bad. Seeing the new and improved Dolph Ziggler with dark hair, who looks like a larger, more muscular version of Evan Bourne. Good match. Evan Bourne made him look fantastic. And another good win for Dolph Ziggler. The Sheamus Santino match. I do like the new persona of Sheamus, going back to the Celtic Warrior and just destroying people. It works, and it's working phenomenally well. Match between Orton and CM Punk. Again, really good match. As it goes to their Mania match, not as much. But still a really solid match. When was the last time you saw a match end without a finisher? No RKO, no GTS. Nice, good, clean roll-up. Worked beautifully. Then after I sent found the post-match Nexus beatdown. Punk tried to go to punt Orton. Orton hit an RKO literally from the ground on up. Looked beautiful. Now, of course, I've skipped one thing. Michael Cole became Sir Michael Cole by using probably one of the worst Queen impersonators I've ever seen. It is getting to the point where they're building up Cole so much. They've been doing it for over a year now. They're going to have almost nothing to do with him. I mean, either you're going to write out Lawler, or you're going to write out Cole. Either one makes zero sense. And I don't picture, Lawler beating Cole at the next pay-per-view, and then Cole being silent. It'll only work if Swagger turns on Cole eliminates him and puts him on the shelf for a while. And then, Cole comes back after a couple months, and then he's a little more mellowed out. But then takes his place. Unless during the draft they put the King on to SmackDown and bring over Booker T. That doesn't make any sense. King's a huge fan favorite, and most people actually watch Raw. But hearing the back and forth between JR, King, and Cole is just excruciating. Man, it's almost like hearing, Iron Mike Tenay, Don West, and Taz. It's almost that bad. They're not even talking about the matches anymore. It's horrible. I mean, it's so tired of essentially Cole being the spotlight of Raw. So next week is the draft, and I'll be honest, this was probably one of the weakest Raws I can think of in recent memory. Oh, and we're now, what, 48 weeks away? Are we 49 or 48 weeks away? Well, let's see now. Mania was the start of the month, so we will be 2 weeks removed from Mania. And Mania was 51 weeks. So I guess we're now 49 weeks away from seeing The Rock face John Cena. The Rock won't be back on again until May 2nd, which I guess is his birthday, so that way he can also kind of hyped Fast 5, which would have come out the Friday before.